Welcome to the series of Corpus Linguistics. In this video, we are going to talk about some definitions of corpus, and then what type of text should not be considered as corpus, and then a definition of corpus linguistics. So let's see first the definitions of corpus. I have collected these definitions from some books and different authors, and please focus on the words that are in bold, and we will be discussing these words or these terms later. So the first one is corpus is a text collection which is large, computer readable, and designed for linguistic analysis. And then corpus is a collection of authentic language, either written or spoken, which has been compiled for a particular purpose. Most commonly, these purposes are purely linguistic but can also be of a socio-pragmatic nature. And then corpora are parts of language chosen and organized based on explicit language criteria so that they can be criticized. And then corpus is a collection of sampled text written or spoken in machine readable form, which may be annotated with various forms of linguistic information. And then corpus is a collection of text held in machine readable form and capable of being analyzed automatically in a variety of ways. And the last definition says corpus is a collection of naturally occurring language text in electronic form, often compiled according to specific design criteria and typically containing many millions of words. So the takeaway from these definitions are: a corpus is a large collection. By large collection, it is meant that many hundreds or thousands or millions of words compiled to make a corpus. A few words or a list of words cannot be called a corpus because that is not a large collection. For corpus, you need to have a large collection, and that collection should be of authentic language data. Okay, that collection should be of naturally occurring data. You can take okay, so by authentic language data, it is meant that the data you are collecting for corpus should be of native speakers. Either it is spoken or written by native speakers, but you can also collect data from non-native speakers if you are going to study the language of non-native speakers. But mostly the data is collected from native speakers, and then the data is stored in computer. Of course, if you are going to study corpus linguistics, or you are going to work on corpus, then you need to have a computer and you need to have your data in computer. And then the data should be collected in a systematic or principled way. Okay, so you cannot collect data randomly. You need to have some purpose or some principle or some criteria behind your collection. Okay, and how can you find your purpose of collection? If you are going to do a research, and then there must be a question of your research. Okay, so the data that you are going to collect for your corpus should answer or should be according to that research question. Okay, like if you are going to study the language in formal situations, then you cannot collect data from informal situations. Okay, you will only collect data from formal situations, and that is your purpose behind collection. And then your data should be in machine readable form, which means that it can be searched electronically. Like if your data is in a word file or a PDF file or a text document, just make sure that you press Ctrl F and a search box appears there, and then you write a term there and it shows in the data or in your file. Okay, so your data should be in machine readable form. In upcoming lectures we are going to see some softwares and how we can analyze our data from them, and for that you need to have your data in machine readable form so that it can be analyzed effectively, and then your data can be annotated with linguistic information. By annotated, it is meant that you can add tags to your data, like parts of speech tags or any kinds of tags. You can add those tags or you cannot add those tags. It's completely your choice. And then there must be a specific purpose behind making a corpus, which means the files should be collected on the basis of some criteria, and then there should be a limit of the corpus which should not be crossed while data collection. So this limit point is really important. While you are studying the formal language, you will not collect data from the informal situations, because that is the limit of your data. Just stick to the formal situations. That is the demand of your corpus. And then what type of text should not be considered as corpus? So as I said earlier, a list of words cannot be called a corpus, a few lines cannot be called a corpus, a web cannot be called a corpus. Web is like whatever you search on the internet cannot be called a corpus, because there are no limits of it. Okay, it is a random collection of data and it has no purpose behind its collection. So that can be called a text archive, and but that cannot be called a corpus data, because a corpus data is a planned collection of data. Okay, it has some purpose, some criteria, some limitations, some limits behind it. So web cannot be called a corpus. And then final point of our discussion, corpus linguistics. Corpus linguistics is the scientific study of language with the help of computer. With the help of computer, what will you do? You will analyze your data with the help of some softwares, different softwares like Nkong, Bootcat, Mat, and many other softwares, and we will discuss these softwares in our upcoming videos, hopefully. And that's all for today's lecture. I hope you learned something. Thank you so much for watching.